So you want to learn how to make homemade lasagna from scratch. And you don't have a crazy fully stocked kitchen, or maybe you're in a college dorm like me. Well, I got you covered. There's three main components to this dish. We got our fresh pasta, our bolognese, and our béchamel. Let's get cooking. First things first, we're gonna roll out some pasta dough so we can make our fresh pasta. We're gonna get 00 flour, about 4 cups, and about 3 eggs, and then a little splash of water. Get 4 cups of your flour, put it on the table, make a little well like this. You can lightly season a little bit, throw a little salt in there, maybe a little pepper. And now we're gonna crack 3 eggs in here. A little bit of water, just a splash. Once we get our eggs in the well, we're gonna slowly whisk them up and slowly incorporate our flour into it, just so it doesn't dry out and we get a nice dough. Typically, you'd want to do this with a bench scraper, but I don't have one of those, so a kitchen knife should do just fine. And we're just folding over our dough, getting it down. Now we gotta knead the dough. Basically just keep folding it over, pushing it in, and just repeat that.
$2,000 years later.
It's hot enough. It's hot enough. It's hot enough. I think it's ready.
All right, now once you do all your kneading, you're gonna wrap this up and leave it to rest for about 30 minutes to an hour.
So why does it have to rest?
So you're gonna wanna let the dough rest for about 30 minutes to an hour, and that's mainly just for the gluten to relax, so that pullback you get when you are rolling out the dough, it actually doesn't pull back as much and it's easier to roll and you just get better pasta. So now we're just gonna be chopping up our veggies for our mirepoix. Our onion, celery, and carrot it's the base for any sauce basically, and so it's gonna be the base of our bolognese. I'm actually gonna be using a grater. You could also use a food processor. We're just gonna get these real fine. We grating our celery. To start the bolognese, we got some ground pork and we got some prosciutto. We're gonna be cooking these up real quick in olive oil and then we'll add our mirepoix. So as always, gotta add our salt and pepper, season our meat up real quick. Put the veg into the meat and let's cook that up. Once you cook everything down, we're gonna add the milk and let it simmer for a few minutes. Now it's time to make the bechamel. Let's start by melting some butter. For our bechamel, it's equal parts butter and flour. So I put 4 tablespoons of butter in there. So now we're gonna put 4 tablespoons of flour. We're only gonna start with a couple and then mix that in and then add the other 2 after. Until it's about at a peanut butter-like consistency, and then we can start adding in milk and whisking it. Add some salt and pepper. Add some nutmeg too. All right, so now we're gonna be adding the rest of our ingredients to our bolognese. All right, so our dough should be done rested by now. Now we're gonna roll it out, make some pasta sheets. We're gonna cut this pasta into about 4 sections, just so we can work with it better. Get the dough so it's thin enough so that you can see the color of your finger when you hold it up. So see, can't do that yet, so you gotta keep rolling. All right, it's nice and thin. Layer of pasta for you. All right, we're on our last dough. We gotta roll it out. Roll it into a little rectangle here. And just start rolling. Now that everything is pretty much done, we're gonna preheat our oven to 350 and start the layering process. Start layering, put our bechamel at the bottom. Start our first layer of pasta. Oh, that's perfect. And that should top us off. And I'll just top it with the bechamel. Now we're gonna cover it with tin foil, throw it in the oven for about 25 minutes. Then we're gonna uncover it, throw it in for another 15, and it should be done. All right, now our lasagna's finally done. Time to pull it out. Time to finally taste it. That's very good. That is very good. All right, it's time for y'all to taste it now.
That's pretty fire, bro.
That's
good, man. That's good.
Magically delicious, man.
Snap, crackle, and pop. That's not good.
Out of 10.
That's easy. 10 out of 10.
Solid 9.3 out of 10. I thoroughly enjoyed this meal.
You know, that was really good. I give it anywhere from a 9 to a 10. Like,
8.9 out of 10.
That's low, man.
That hurts.
hey, subscribe, like the video.
In the chat.
Comment, hey, share with your friends too.
W's in the chat.
Share with your friends.
Let's get it pumping.
You know how it goes. Hey, let's
get
get this video some views. There we go. Keep live out.
Peace.